and welcome to Games Radar. I'm here with Rachel, and today we've spent quite a lot of time playing Overkill's The Walking Dead, and it was freaking awesome.
If not entirely successful.
Yeah, we did get eaten a lot at the end. Because it turns out, even if you might be used to Left 4 Dead's fast zombies, in Overkill's The Walking Dead, the zombies are slow, which does make it sound like we were bad at it, but they overwhelm you super quickly.
And ammo is super scarce, so if you're playing as the tank, which I was, you're kind of stuck quite quickly.
Also, ammo might not be your best resource, because the more noise you make, the more the zombies will come, and the more they'll overwhelm you, so you've got to try and stay stealthy and quiet, just like in, surprise, surprise, The Walking Dead. So most of our tactics should have been geared around our melee weapons, and I played Heather, who had a silent crossbow, which I should have made more use of, but once we all started to work together and kind of work out that we had to be silent, it started to go a little bit better.
There were some really nice smooth moments when we were raiding the garage and getting all the bits, and we were really quick about collecting supplies. It was just whenever we faced an actual enemy that things got a little bit messy.
There's a lot of crowd management in Overkill's The Walking Dead, so when you go into rooms, you're going to want to check all the corners. If you see a horde of zombies, don't do a Left 4 Dead and try and take all of them out. Instead, you want to try and avoid them or kite them and try and draw at least one or two towards you, because yeah, they kill you really quickly.
You can also use them as well, though. There was one bit where we were entering kind of a bandit human camp, and I blew the chain off a fence so that the zombies would get out and kill them. It didn't work exactly as I'd planned to. They did take out some humans, but they also might have hurt us.
Just a little bit, just a little bit. But it's not just a case of facing them head on with whatever melee weapon you happen to have. There are also takedowns, which you can do from behind. So another big part of The Walking Dead is trying to sneak up on zombies. They can't exactly hear you, but one clean shot to the head is so much easier than a couple of bullets to the head, because bullets also make noise, and there's a meter at the top of the screen. When that fills up all the way, then the horde's coming, and you're going to want to barricade yourself in a room.
You also have some special abilities. So I was playing as Aiden, who is a tank character. So I had a shotgun, but I also had flashbang grenades, which stunned a large group of them. That was really, really useful.
Yeah, it means you can run in super quickly and take down as many as you can before they start moving again. So I was playing Heather, who's a survivalist. She uses her crossbow to stay silent and deadly, so she sort of scouts out stuff in advance. Rachel, you were playing
Aiden the tank, but I think probably we also had a strategist that was played by the developer who was being very, very patient with us. But I think probably the most useful person on the team was, in fact, the medic, who was being played by the lovely James Jarvis.
Surprise, surprise.
That person was in demand because once you go down, it's really hard to get back up again or heal yourself. You really need the medic to come in and deal with things, which is a problem when you're being swarmed by a lot of zombies.
In fact, when you're down on the ground, you can see zombies above you starting to eat your entrails. And if you're one of the players who are lucky still on their feet, you see exactly the same thing. So this isn't a case of you fall to the ground and then you just have to make your way through zombies. If you want to save someone, you've got to shoot those zombies in the head that are eating them. Also, zombies come at you from below as well. They'll just be crawling along, and they like to feign being dead, which is super fun when you're trying to scout out a room.
If you're not revived as well, you have to wait to respawn, which is really frustrating, especially when you're watching the rest of your team get slaughtered.
Yeah, exactly. But in the world of the zombie apocalypse, humans can be really irritating as well. And some of the things they like to do is set down bear traps everywhere. So not only do you have zombies to look out for, you've also got to keep an eye on the floor for bear traps, which will make you stay in one place, and you have to try and wriggle your way out of them before any zombies hear you and come towards you and then try and eat your face off, which is not fun.
I think there's also fire traps, because I definitely spontaneously combusted at some point.
Yes.
And the developer said, oh, a trap. So I assume that was not just some strange curse that I'd found myself afflicted with, that was the result of a trap as well. But yeah, they were pretty irritating.
Yes.
I didn't enjoy the bear traps as a rule.
Yeah, if we kept our eyes peeled, we might be able to see them, because some of the skills you have, you can pick locks, you can have wire cutters, which will cut and make sure you can get through wire fences, which makes things a lot easier. So there must have been some way to disarm the traps, but because we're pretty much going at it like a Left 4 Dead, like just try and get to the zombies as quickly as possible, it ended up being a mistake. So, in conclusion, Overkill's The Walking Dead isn't exactly Left 4 Dead, but it's kind of better for it, definitely.
It's close enough to be really enjoyable if you like that game, but with its own kind of tactical edge as well.
Yeah, just remember, you're in the universe of The Walking Dead, so zombies can hear you, they will overwhelm you, and they will eat your face off.